Hi everybody and welcome back, and I've got some exercises for you to do. Well, a exercise for you to do. I need to show you something that's quite new first. The idea of list boxes. I want you to put a list box on the page. I've put mine on. I've called it LST output, and if I run the program to show you what happens, if I click on this button here, it will fill the box with a number of items. The exercise I want you to do is to click on this display file button and display the contents of a file. Now this is combining last week's work with this week's work to produce something a little bit more meaningful and more useful as a program. So I just need to show you how I've populated the list box. I've declared I as integer. I clear the list box before populating. So list output.items.clear, similar to the way I cleared the labels in the previous exercise and the previous videos. And then I've set up a for loop, and I just want to populate it with 10 items, and I say list output.items.add. Okay, and then I specify what I want to add. Okay, that is just text ampersand I string. Okay, I dot to string, sorry. In other words, pass in that information and convert it to string. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. If I run the program again, just show you that. If I was to take out that bit of code, what do you think it will do? It just adds items 1 to 10. So just to clarify, I want you to display the content of a file in a list box. Okay, so by hitting that button, contents of the file will be displayed here. You may need to go back to last week's work. You may need to consider the actual loop that we're going to be using. I can tell you now, it will not be a for loop, because you don't know when the end of the text file, don't know where it is. Okay, so you have been shown everything that you need to know to be able to do that. So pause the video and we'll see how you get on. Okay, I'll just take you through the solution. If I click on the display files, I've displayed 2 items. I've only got 2 items in the file. Just go through the code with you. Open the input file. I've got my file name text file 1, not text. Obviously yours could be something different, but I've just created a text file and used the default file name. The open mode is for inputs, and then I clear the list box. So list output items clear. I've had to put this in because it was causing problems. Don't know quite sure why, but there's some garbage in my text box. That seemed to fix the problem. And then I loop through each item, and then I list the items in my my list output, and I just add item ampersand, and then basically I've just put spaces in between each item, and I put forename and surname in there. Okay, now that's the end of my loop, so I do until end of file, and once I've done the loop, I close it. Okay, if I just run that again for you to show you that. And that's that one done. There's other ways you can do it. You could have used a while loop. You could use the put the loop at the bottom there. So if we just run that one, another method. Certainly using a for loop is not the right way to do it. Okay, hope that's been helpful, and I'll see you again soon.